All right. Roll it. I'm coming up on 3 years since I had my knee surgery on May 17th, 2017. Oh, I just realized 5/17/17. Anyway, and for those of you who knew me when I had my surgery, you know that I did something called Mak and Knees, where I vlogged and went back and edited, and I have footage for about a month's worth, but I only ended up uploading up to 2 weeks of my experience because, as I would soon learn, the medication caused me to have a really short attention span, so I didn't want to edit. Plus, and I'm gonna get to it a little bit later, it's kind of hard to watch. That being said, I haven't watched Mak and Knees since I've uploaded them. I've seen bits and pieces here and there when I was showing other people, or other people have found it and have sent it to me and been like, hey, is this you? And I'm like, yep, that's me. But I haven't watched them because I found that the segments that I have gone back and watched have been really weird to look back on. Because I look back and it was such a sensitive moment in time for me, and of course that was me, and I'm watching myself relive it. It takes me right back to that spot. There have been times where I've watched it and my knee would start to hurt the same way, or my stomach would drop the same way that it would, or I would just in general have the anxieties I would have when filming. So for that reason, I haven't sat down and watched Mak and Knees until now. Because of everything happening, coronavirus! Being stuck in the house again kind of reminds me of that time, and usually around this time of year I do something that's physically demanding. Like, I've done the Wild Africa trek at Disney, I went rock climbing for the first time, and this year we were talking about doing aerials, me and my friends. But of course, due to coronavirus, I can't do anything to celebrate it, even though in the past I've done some really cool things. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch the first few episodes of Mak and Knees. I'm a little nervous, but let's go for it.
Hi, my name is Mak and I'm getting knee reconstructive surgery.
First off, clearly a girl didn't know how to export video yet, because she imported it not in widescreen. I've learned from that mistake, kind of. And also, that's this background right here. I filmed that on the ground. Look at that. Ah, full circle.
Surgery.
This instrumental's a Star Bomb instrumental. I love them.
And you're probably wondering, you're only 18. Why are you getting such a serious procedure? And that's because there's a lot of things wrong with my right knee. Basically, to start off, one of the things is...
I definitely never put a diagram down there. I still have it on my computer.
To the point where this ligament right here is so stretched that it's not doing anything.
I still describe it this way to other people.
Knee, which has been 5 times so far.
Was it really 5 times? Let's see, okay. First time was sophomore year of high school, death drop. Second time was first day of MSDC practice, freshman year. I think I did it again a few months later at MSDC practice. I did laser tag, another MSDC practice. Oh no, yeah, and that one was the one I did the split, and that was the last time I've ever dislocated. Yeah, 5.
Why are you filming this? And there's a few reasons. As some of you may know, I used to actually vlog. 2 summers ago, I did...
Gotta go. Goodbye. I did vlog. What summer was it? 2016 maybe? I did something called Sunkissed Summer. They're all private now, so don't go trying to find them. Because I remember I privated them to clean up for Mak and Knees to make it look a little better. But I was really young, so they're probably even more cringy than this is already.
I got a new camera. Super cool. I had a flip, and now I have a Canon HFR70.
And that's what I'm filming this
so
on.
basically, I'm looking at you guys, and then there's a little panel so I can see the lighting and everything.
That's what I'm using right now.
I have to retake things a ton of times. I can see I'm center frame.
I'm not center frame on purpose.
This is something that is unique to me, and it's definitely something I'm going to remember. But that being said, I also want to kind of track my feelings in the moment, because
there was a lot of them.
I want to look back, and I'm sure I'm going to grow. I'm sure I'm going to grow physically, of course. I'm going to get a really strong knee, but I think emotionally and mentally as well, I'm going to be growing a lot, and it's going to be tough. And I think it'll be really interesting to track this whole experience and see how much I do grow and look back, you know, in 5 or 10 years and say, oh my goodness, I forgot that little detail, or I forgot that I felt this way. Also, vlogging is going to make me feel super productive.
Whoa. Was not expecting to already get a little emotional looking back at that. I feel like I'm almost watching a different person already. Like, this person, I have no idea who she is. That's kind of crazy.
So, the recovery journey. Here's what's gonna happen. Surgery is in a few days. I'm filming this Monday. My surgery is Wednesday at 10:45 a.m. We actually just got the phone call, and I'm scared. They're suggesting right now, just as a rough estimate, 6 weeks on crutches, and then physical therapy 3 times a week for all of summer. That would be great. And then I'm not going to be able to dance for at least a year, if not more. So that sucks. But, I mean, I didn't ask for this and I didn't sign up for it, but I got dealt it, so I have to deal with it, and I'm going to make the best and make it positive, and this is going to make me more positive about the whole thing, and I think overall it's not going to be a good experience, but it's going to be a positive experience, if that makes sense. Like, it's not going to be fun. I'm going to probably cry. I'm going to probably scream. It's going to be frustrating. In the end, I think overall I'm going to be glad that it happened to me, because my knee is going to be more stable, and I just will be happy that I went through something that, as my doctor told me, is going to be the worst 6 weeks of my life.
I remember that so distinctly. The day that I found out about all of this, my coping mechanism was to hysterically laugh, to the point where the doctor had to kind of grab me and was like shaking me a little bit, like, listen, you're not hearing me, when I was, but my coping mechanism was just laughing my butt off about it.
My vlog series is Mak and Knees, and I did not come up with that joke.
This is true.
Best friends from school and floor mates Antonio came up with the joke. Anyway,
and Antonio and I are still friends to this day.
Definitely this is going to be interesting, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, that was cute. Oh, that was so cute. Oh, stop. That was cute. Okay, so that was just my introduction. That was clearly before my surgery, just kind of introducing. I'm glad I filmed that, because sometimes I might forget little details about what happened in the future, and it might be easier to explain to people if I just show them this. As I'm sure I'll get to in one of these videos probably, I don't remember bits and pieces of it because of the medication I was on, so being able to film it, I clearly remember the lowest of lows and I remember the highest of highs, but I don't remember the in-betweens. And I hope this helps somebody out there. Somebody might be watching that might have to go through the same surgery as me and around the same age, because not a lot of people have. And be like, oh, this girl did it and she came out on top. So, yeah. Alright, this is episode 2.
So, 5 days till surgery, and yesterday I went to my knee brace fitting and we got a cryo machine.
That was really cool.
What a cryo machine is what I will be doing after surgery. But basically that machine it pumps cold water.
I loved my cryo.
Circulate it and make it numb. Here's the grand invention.
Big boy. There it is!
This is my knee brace.
I lived in that.
So I am going to push myself as far as I can.
You did?
And my goal, I don't know if I said this, I don't think I have. My goal is to do a cartwheel on my birthday, because I love doing cartwheels, and
Wait. I did not do a cartwheel on my birthday. However, I had the capabilities to do a cartwheel on my birthday, but my PT guys, Dennis and Donna at the time, were like, just to be safe, let's not do a cartwheel. And I was like, okay, whatever. However, when I had my final day of PT back at school, because I, of course, went back to school but still had to do physical therapy, they let me do a cartwheel on my last day. So that was back in December. So I did do my cartwheel. I could have done my cartwheel on my birthday, but they wouldn't let me just to be safe. But my other guys, Matt and Alex over at Parabolic in Montclair, were like, go for it. You are free. So, aw, I can't believe I actually said that. I just remember it being a thought. Oh, this is the day of surgery. I haven't worn that dress since.
I had a complete, tone switch overnight. I woke up this morning and I was like, let's just go, let's do it.
I remember that.
My thing is that, I know once I'm under anesthesia, it's gonna feel like...
I'm, holding myself.
So,
oh, sis got jokes. That's what my knee looked like.
bye, knee. Last time I'm gonna see you like this. Goodbye. I'll miss you.
Oh, that was really cool when they wrote on my knee to make sure that they cut into the right one. Oh, that's a picture of me when they were going through it all again. Had a lot of fun, as one does. Had a total RuPaul moment. Yes, queen. I don't know where it's gonna cut to after this. I'm scared. Because you couldn't film, obviously, in the, office. But there's my...
Welcome to McKenna's Laying Down vlogs. Yay!
I was... drugged off my butt in this. That whole night, I remember I was laying there and I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. I don't feel any pain. And everyone was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I got this. I'll be fine. Like, the doctor called and they were like, how's she doing? And I was like, I am doing great. This is easy. Cut to like 2 weeks later when I was off of Percocet.
It's almost midnight, the night after surgery, and I'm not in too much pain. I have a nerve blocker. So
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so I was on Percocet for a longer time, but I had a nerve blocker for 2 weeks. That's what it was. So it basically just cut off all feeling in my leg altogether. That, yeah, see that? I'm glad I filmed this.
kind of feels good to see my knee, right? Here you go. So this is my knee.
Fun fact, and then I don't know if I'm going to mention it, so I'm going to say now. They wouldn't let me look at my knee scar for a while because of how gross it looked. And I do have pictures of it now, and I will show people and be like, listen, like, I'm warning you, it's really bad because it was all the dead skin and the staples were still in. So that's what my knee looked like. And the reason why they didn't show me is they thought that it would demotivate me, and in the past it's really freaked people out. Like, they would look at it and like pass out looking at their own knee and being like, that's my knee? Like, no. So they wouldn't let me look at it because I was so young. And then of course eventually I looked at it and I was a little, I remember thinking I'm gonna throw up, but I was fine. And now, I don't know if you can see her. She's like that. Here she is.
Then we got my anesthesiologist, and they put me under. I remember getting the first nerve blocker, and that.
Let me tell you, that stuff hurts. It just felt like, I'm guessing it's what like an EpiPen feels like. It was just boom, in, and I was like, and I remember, oh, see, this is why I don't. Ah.
So it's 8.
That was a lot.
But yeah, I'm currently watching YouTube videos. This is
Game Grumps?
Ethan's playthrough.
Ethan. Ethan actually tweeted me the day of my surgery and wished me luck. And I still watch him to this day as well.
This won't be as painful in the next few hours. I'll keep you updated.
Narrator. It was painful the next few hours.
My leg itself
Ooh, I
doesn't
don't know if I
really
can do it.
hurt much anymore. Like, that pain didn't grow above my kneecap. It just feels like it's raw skin, just like rubbing against something, and it hurts so bad. These 2 days are supposed to be the worst of the 2 days. Sorry, I keep moving out of frame. It's supposed to be the worst of the 2 days. So if I can get through this, and if this is as bad as it's gonna be until physical therapy, I think I can do it. Yeah. So wish us luck on this adventure. I'm gonna take a nap and hopefully sleep through a lot of the pain. Hopefully I'll wake up and things won't hurt as much, and I'll take pain pills and stuff. So let's hope this eases up very soon.
Yeah. Yeah, walking with crutches was not too great in the beginning at all. Got it. Come on. Let's go. Note the whole background. Clearly I was sick. I remember this is when I started to not eat. I basically didn't eat for a month. So that's fun. And I'm still dealing with the consequences of that.
This is the first time I'm seeing my knee.
Oh, okay. So remember I was mentioning that? Yeah, so this is when I first see it. Oh, this is gonna be a lot. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I feel it. I feel it. Yep, told you.
He made it seem like this scar was going to be really big. I'm very dizzy, but... Do you see that, McKenna? It's okay. I mean, it's not that bad. I don't know why I'm crying. Like, it's tough to look at. It is. It's also not straight. It's angled. Okay, so he's not a seamstress.
That's funny. Hold on. It's pretty straight. I mean, it's still a little wonky, and this is still dead. But they said that was gonna happen. But yeah, Look at that. Oh, this looks so good compared to what that looked like. And I will not be showing a picture because yikes, it's really bad.
It's definitely not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's just still like
It's a lot.
a little bit. Yeah, you guys can see.
Ooh, did it?
It's not that bad.
Oh, I still had the you coward. I still had the bandage on. I don't remember if I was allowed to take that off yet. Cause once I took that off, that's a whole new game. Whole new game.
He's like, they were talking about not even letting me see it. Like I thought it was gonna be black and blue and everything would look bad, but it's really not that bad at all.
It will be black and blue. We're aware of that.
He was like, it's gonna be this big and it's gonna be ugly. And now I'm like, what? What were you saying?
But I can point my foot.
Okay.
Just looking at that, I'm like,
Oh,
oh my god.
the
Oh my
left
god.
foot is how far I can move.
Oh my god.
So
Yo, that stuff hurts. Y'all got
But
no
it's
idea.
Progress. It's progress. This is the only exercise that we've conquered so far of all the exercises we have to do at home. Physical therapy.
Look at all
for
the
first
blood
time
on the
today.
napkins by my foot.
So we'll be doing.
my mom and I agreed that I should take 2 pain pills before
I did
this
talk about
therapy
it.
appointment, and
Good.
2 being the max I could take.
Good.
And as soon as that second pill hit my mouth, I knew something was wrong. I got
This is one of those moments that I remember vividly, and I will probably remember the rest of my life.
dizzy. The room was spinning. I couldn't focus. I couldn't feel my face. Like it was really bad. So muscle stimulators, to me, which was super cool because I've seen people use them as like fun challenges, like these muscle stimulators, but I've never.
I can't. Those muscle stimulators were so bad, and they would have them on me by the end of it for 12 minutes, on and off. Essentially, the only thing I can describe it as to people, and I don't know if I'm about to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway because people need to know. Essentially, pins and needles on your foot times 3 involuntarily on your thigh. Your thigh tenses up and just shakes for like 30 seconds straight, and they would keep amping it up. And you can see my thigh shaking that because essentially my thigh was dead. And they needed to revive it. So, do be like that sometimes.
And when it would tense up, I'd have to push the back of my knee against my bed. And it didn't hurt that bad, and the only exercise that really hurt, he swung my legs over the side of the table, so as if I was sitting in a hanging chair.
I remember this.
And gravity just took my leg, and even just thinking about it is making my leg hurt. But then basically I crossed my good leg at the ankle over my bad leg and kind of pulled in to get it bent. And it was so painful. I can barely dangle my straight leg over the edge of a bed or a couch. So doing that is gonna be a mess. Can't.
Because essentially, you have to keep in mind, when my knee was bending at 90 degrees, it would essentially lock. Like, my knee could not, no matter how hard I try, go any further than 90 degrees. So when you take that and you put it over the bed, it's gonna try, and then you hook your ankle, you're pushing it farther than 90 degrees, but your body is like, no, like, we can't do that.
Overall, I feel like I'm doing better, and this is day 3. So it should just be uphill from here, and if it's uphill, I think I can handle it. I would say I was at a 10
It was not.
right before I went first visitors today, and they were Shayna, who's one of my best friends, who I grew up with for most of my life, and my pop-up Charlie, my mom Alicia stopped by.
I remember, I think Shayna brought French fries? Oh, I didn't know she was one of my first visitors.
Shayna and she brought milkshakes, and we watched movies and the new Disney fireworks, and we both cried.
I remember that.
My grandparents and I just talked about Book of Mormon, we talked about Disney, they were asking about my brother, and just things like that. And overall, it was a really nice day. It was nice seeing people, so I'm proud. I stuck it out for the most part without taking a nap while people were here. Today I can also move my ankle. Ready? And I can move it sideways. That is progress, if you say so myself. Good night from day 4, and I can't wait to see what day 5 brings.
Oh no. I have no idea what's about to happen. No idea. And I'm already crying from thinking about how funny it's gonna be.
It is day 5 and I just took my pain medications and this happened the first night too.
Look at my eyes.
Super tingly and like positive and like in a good way, but like I'm also really tired and dizzy in a bad way. You wanna say hi to the vlog? Okay, bye. She threw something at me. Everything is great and just like life is amazing.
I'm so glad I kept this in.
And
I'm so glad.
thankful to be alive and have such a supportive family and friend group. The camera was on my boobs. Oh, I'm so thankful to have such a great family and friend group that supports me. Like I had visitors yesterday and that was super fun, and it was exhausting because I had to stay awake, but it was so fun seeing people and knowing that like they were by my side. And my voice is starting to come back a little bit.
Oh, this is funny.
Everything is super positive. I gotta do exercises, but you know, maybe they won't be so
Are y'all
bad.
looking at my eyes?
And I can watch YouTube videos. Oh, I
Me.
got more gifts.
Got gifts?
I'm not in too much pain. And Monica's coming over today, and she's one of my best friends. And we're gonna watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race got me through this surgery almost single-handedly. What season was it? Sasha's season. I guess spoiler alert, I guess Sasha wins. But season 8, 9, that season was airing, but it was the tail end, like the second half of the season. But I watched the first, like I looped them. Every single day I watched them, and I look forward to Fridays because I would get to watch the new episodes. And I got Monica into it, I got my mother into it, I got my cousin Kylie into it. She actually ended up coming over for the finale that year, but that was my saving grace. It was the one thing I look forward to every day, is just watching the same episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race that I kept watching, and then of course Friday the new ones. So I think it's funny that I mentioned that. And I'm still friends with Shayna and Monica, and y'all are probably gonna see this. I love you. I'm so glad we're still friends. Aw, that's so, aw.
Just one of my new obsessions.
Well,
I'm gonna take a nap, I think, because everything is still kind of woo and positive, but
cut
I'm
edit.
also kind of tired. I didn't really sleep a lot last night, so I think I'm gonna go do that. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'm probably gonna look back and be like, McKenna, you were so loopy when you filmed this. But until then, woo!
Oh, I'm so glad I kept that. But yeah, my knee journey is something that I actually don't talk about a lot anymore, and I always think it's fun when I make new friends in the winter, and then spring rolls around and I wear shorts and skirts and everyone sees my scar and they're like, whoa, that's weird. Like Mission Space, we all work in pants, so when I would hang out with people outside of work, they wouldn't know about my scar, because I forget that this all happened to me because it is my norm. And yeah, there are days where my knee still hurts, and there are days where things move that should not be moving, and these things still happen to me today. Looking back, this was insane. I'm really glad I filmed this. I'm really glad. Good going, past McKenna, you did that. But yeah, this was not exactly how I was planning on celebrating my 3-year anniversary, but I am glad I went back and watched 3 of them, and I will save the other 3 for maybe a different anniversary, because I also don't want this video to be a bajillion hours long. But thank you to everybody that was there for me during this time, and everyone who's there for me now. I've gained a lot of new people in my life since this happened 3 years ago, because of Disney, because of Montclair State. I've gained so many new people that haven't seen this side of me directly. And for those of you that were there with me, you've probably forgotten that this exists, because I sure did until like a week ago. But yeah, I'm down to talk about my knee surgery. If anybody has any questions, as personal as they may be, I will answer them, because my experience is so unique that I feel like more people should know about it, that you can recover from something so daunting at such a young age. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm really glad I did this. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch these in their prime, I will put the playlist link in the description, and I will actually do it unlike the diagrams I said I would put in the description. But oh, watch! Look, ready? Let's see. Whew. Still got it. It's been quite the road to recovery, but we did it. We did it. Bye.